Alright, so it's Wednesday. Too early. It is 8 a.m., but I had an alarm for 7 a.m., but I don't know what time I fell asleep. I still had an alarm, so I woke up on time. I ended up waking up enough to just sit in bed on my phone, just to kind of wake myself up. I should probably start heading out. I'm so tired. And today won't end until 11:30, and then I might stay up a little bit if I'm able to sleep in tomorrow. Either way, I might just pass out. What's funny is like there's so much parking at this time. Literally, like right now I just left one, so there's 3, 4, 5, another girl's leaving her car, and like I never see this parking lot that way. But it's funny because it's like so early. But yeah, I was talking to my friend Alex today. She's my childhood best friend, and we met in 4th grade, so we go way back, and we were like besties. Like, she was my first best friend of my life. She's the first person that I considered a best friend. So we go way back, and she's gonna be my +1 to Megan's wedding, which is kind of funny but really cute. Tomorrow I leave from LAX. I cannot speak. See, I'm not a morning person. I cannot speak. I don't even know what I'm saying. I need to pay attention to my driving. At least I can autopilot to work today. Alex is gonna go with me, and we're gonna drive from her place in Virginia near Washington, D.C. to North Carolina, to Summerfield, I believe, where the wedding's at. So I'm pretty stoked for the road trip. And I'll be going from state to state, so that's really cool. I can't tell who's going where. I will do my best to vlog my plane trip because I love documenting plane trips, because I love plane trips. I feel like today's vlog is gonna be like not that much recorded because I'm gonna be running around with my head cut off. I'm just kidding. So I actually am the type who likes to focus on one thing. Focusing on my business is fun, and that to me is like taking a break from school. It's not something that tires me out. It's something I get excited about. Classes and student meetings tire me out, but it's not like I don't want to go or whatever. I don't want to be a part of it. It's more like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Do I need to be there, you know? I don't know. I've always been that type of person who like thinks, I guess you could say strategically, or I don't know what other word there would be for it, but it's like, I think, you know, is it necessary? Can I know this another way? Is there a better way to solve that problem? So if the problem is I'm tired, and then the problem also is I'm not gonna make it to the meeting on time, then I'm like, to solve it, it's like, can someone fill me in? I won't be there this weekend. Is that what you're talking about? And how important is this meeting? Because see, I feel like if I were to have meetings for my business, it would be, I don't even know what the meetings would be about, except to go over like what we've done so far and like what I need of that person next. But when the meetings can't happen for the business, because it's not been happening for almost 3 weeks, and that's kind of frustrating for me because then I start getting busy, and when I can schedule it in, the person that I'm working with can't come, so that sucks. You know, I still will email her or call her something if I need something like that, so it's not as critical. But to me, the business is my future, and classes is just what I'm doing right now. And so a part of me realized that I'm actually really glad that I didn't end up getting signed up for like one of the roles that would require a lot of attention from me or require me to be there on every single day or whatever. And I guess I'm glad because I realized how my summer really changed my future and the decisions I made. And I feel like I'm glad that I don't have to split my attention as much, I guess you could say. And that's why I'm trying to, you know, do the most that I can for this class, because I want to graduate and I want to get a good grade, and I want that experience. But now it's like giving the other students who might still be really serious about what they want to do, and giving them that chance to do the things they want to do, which is why I liked encouraging my partner in the class with sound to say like, let this let you shine. Like, I mean, I have no desire to pursue sound and film or whatever, so I'm just going to do what I usually do, and if I pick up things easily and do it, like I do, I'll do my best. One of my projects I did, which is probably what ruined my reputation somehow, I think it did, is I was so serious about my project and getting it done that if someone didn't do good enough or do their job or whatever the case was, I just did it myself. Like, and I was used to that. I'm like, I just do it myself. I literally had no one show up as crew members except the partner in the class who had to be there, because that's it. I couldn't rely on anyone. They didn't want to show up and stuff, and it turned into this, like, I have no friends, you know? That's how I felt. And my roommates helped in the beginning, but by the last weekend of shooting, I had no help. And so me and my partner in the class, we basically did everything on our own. I took over camera, I was directing, I helped with the slate, and she did the producing. She did sound. I think she did sound and the slate. And it was like, all right, if we don't have anyone, we still got to make this happen. But to me, I was like, all right, let's make it happen. You know, I didn't, it's funny because I was frustrated I didn't have help, but at the same time I was like, I normally do this by myself anyway. Like, I wasn't even afraid, and it was just funny. But in the end, I ended up like getting really great feedback from my professor and telling me my film had a lot of potential. And he said I could seriously see this film in festivals. You know, you should consider sending it. I didn't want to, but it was nice to hear that. And so, oh my gosh, I've been talking for days, and I'm still driving to work. It's been 15 minutes of vlogging, and I should have been there already, but traffic sucks. It's like seriously stop and go. I'd show you, but then I have to take this phone out of its holder. But anyway, back to my rant on the video stuff. So yeah, my professor was really nice about my film, and what happened is I faded from the students in class and did it on my own. I had the program on my computer because I didn't want to go to the edit lab, and I did it all by myself because like I just started doing the editing and the sound and the music and everything. Like, just took on that project by myself and was working really hard on it because it was mine. It was my baby. It was my story. And it kind of put me in a better position because it was like, this is the story I want to tell, a story that's from me. I'm not trying to please anyone. I'm just trying to tell my story. And that put me in a comfortable position because I learned that directing was actually what I wanted to do. Well, what I'm comfortable doing. But that also meant like director of photography was also what I like to do. So I was like, I'm so used to being my own director, my own director of photography, my own editor, my own everything, like even my own, I acted in all my own stuff. And so that's what's funny. It's just like, I wasn't scared to be like, I have no help, what do I do? I need people. It was like, all right, if you don't want to help, I'll just do it myself, as hard as that is sometimes. So I think that experience helped me see my strengths, and it also helped me see that, you know, I'm more comfortable doing things for myself than having other people do it for me. And I'm also not that good at doing things on time for other people. People have different time frames than me. I need the pressure, last minute's my thing, like not a last minute where, you know, I don't get it done or something and I make someone wait on me. The only reason that happens in photography is because there is no deadline. I make it up in my head, but it's not like there's a deadline like school homework or something, you know, or, oh, you need this turned in by this date, or the pictures could be like, hey, we're going to print them on the 9th of October, so I need the pictures by the 9th. I probably will get them to them on the 9th because I won't go any later than that, because my brain will tell me these are needed for printing on this day. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm supposed to go on this. I'm supposed to go on this one. Oh my gosh, this car's going to go for it, aren't they? Are you kidding me? I need to get over. Nice enough. Like, once I put my blinker on that car, seriously, I saw it speed up. I was like, really? We're getting off on an exit and you can't just be nice because I'm trying to get out? Are you kidding me? So I had to squeeze in between two cars because every other car was going fast. It's like, forget it. Some of these cars, why'd you get off on the exit if you're getting right back on? It's retarded. Anyway, sorry. I better go because I've been talking for like 20 minutes, plus I'm already almost to work. Anyway, luckily I'm a little bit earlier this time because the last time I woke up at 8 o'clock and I gave myself like 2 seconds to get ready. It was actually really funny looking back on it. But yeah, that is my talk of the day. I may cut this video up like hardcore. I may throw some stuff out that I don't need, but it's kind of nice to share some stuff that's been on my mind, especially about struggles I've been through and stuff, and kind of learning like where I'm at in life. And I realized that my enthusiasm wasn't as grand as everyone else's in the film department, and it kind of was weird for me because I was like, but I love doing this stuff, or at least I thought I did, you know what I mean? But then that was interesting because it's like I've heard some stories of people who they, you know, pursue something that they love and then later on find out that God was calling them elsewhere. But I think this led me to what God would call me to, and it taught me a lot, you know. And this experience that I have is like, it really forced me to see what's in your heart and what do you really want to do, you know, because if you really wanted to do this, what you think you wanted to do, then you wouldn't be bothered by all these things as much as you are, you know, or then I wouldn't be going through the struggle of trying to fit in with college kids. And it's hard because it's like their enthusiasm and the way that they go about working someday or whatever is so much different than mine, because technically I was kind of like them, but 5 or 6 years ago when I was also 20 or 21. And so it's like, that's interesting. I didn't expect to have this revolution. And now the idea of like starting a business is, it kind of put everything together, and I was like, well, this is comfortable. This is like, I'm so excited. I feel like now that I'm in the area of like a lot of opportunity and a lot of people, and oh my gosh, the clouds over the mountains look freaking amazing. Reasons why I could never leave this area so easily is because I love these mountains. I might still try to live close to the mountains, but we'll see. But yeah, I just feel like I discovered my calling, and now it's okay that I'm not, you know, as far and advanced in what the other students are doing and not getting all these internships that were expected by the person I was in a relationship with. And I realized why I wasn't pursuing it with passion. I kept hoping, I put out applications, and I just thought that's what I should do. That'd be exciting, but it wasn't exactly what I really did want to do. You know, it was like, the only reason I wanted to be somewhere like that is to be someone. And I realized that's not how God wanted to show me I'm a someone. And now it's this point where it's like, God wants to show me I'm a someone by being someone who shows other people they're a someone. And I don't have to do that through what I thought, because there's another way he wants me to do it. And that's where I feel like God wants to take me on the journey to show people they're someone by being an entrepreneur. And it was like, what are the odds? And then it made sense. That's why I liked directing, because it was like I was kind of taking lead on something and being what the people looked up to, like calling the shots basically. And everyone would come to me like, do you like this? Is this how you know how you want it? Or is this how you want to tell the story or whatever? Oh my gosh, these cars are really close to me, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the right lane, but they're like coming really close. Anyway, so that's what it showed me, is like directing was kind of close to being, you know, a business owner and leader. And so it's like tables were turned, everything was just flip-flop completely. And honestly, this feels like a God thing, and God things are my favorite things. I really should incorporate that into the book I want to write someday. And I think when I get this business launched, I think that'll be the perfect time to finally write my book. Because every time I was like, I want to write a book, I'd be like, but what am I trying to show in this book? Like, what's the point of my experiences besides little things? Like, is there something, it led me to something huge? And I thought, okay, school, but it's like, wait, what about school? School's just temporary. It's 4 years of my life. That's it. Well, college. And so that's when I thought, now that I'm thinking about it with the business, it's like, when you get that launched and you have this whole flip-flop in your life and you get a God thing and happening, that would be something perfect to write about. And so it could just be called like my God thing. Living life with all the God things. No, I'm kidding. I'll figure out a title. But something with like the unexpected and stuff like that. Like I kind of think Hello Unexpected would be a cool title, because that's the title of one of my new vlogs. Oh my gosh, my tire squeaked. I think I peeled out right now. Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard that. But Hello Unexpected would be a pretty cool title too. And maybe I can have like a subtitle that mentions the God thing portion of my... I don't know, I just really like using the term God thing. There are so many freaking cars out here. I don't think I could park there. I think I'm gonna park far because I suck at parking. What's this truck doing? Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Sorry. Bye. Hey guys, it's Stephanie and this is a 1:30 a.m. vlog to say this is how bad our addiction is. We're starting Catfish at 1:30 a.m. But I had a good... I have to sleep.
No, you can sleep on the plane.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear her? She wants to stay up all night watching Catfish and told me I should sleep on the train. I mean the plane. Sorry, I've taken so many train rides instead of plane rides. Anyway. Peace out, guys. I don't know if this video's... Is it Thursday or Wednesday? You just never know. Okay, bye.